Can I taste yours?
No.
I just see if I like bananas with it. What, girl?
All that sweat you gave me about fucking no bananas.
I just want to see.
No bananas is no bananas.
Yours look delicious too. This is like a real orgasm in your mouth. Girl, swallow. Shut up. This is why I be snapping on you.
You don't snap on me.
Say it again.
You don't snap on me?
Okay.
You finna show out?
No, I'm finna just, cause you know how you, it be looking like I really just be going in on you, but you don't hear what you say. So now I hear what you say, and they gonna say, oh, I don't be stepping on you. Okay, cue the theme music.
Say you love me, 'cause it's me. Tales of a free ass spirit, I'm just me. I'm just me. 'Cause it's me. Tales of a free ass spirit, I'm just me. I'm just me. 'Cause it's me.
Okay, let me pour one more shot.
Why are you looking at me?
So you're not my handler?
No. You know I'm not your handler.
You are my handler.
You just want a handler.
I
As
do.
soon as I get the handling, you'll...
Girl, alright.
Welcome back to season 4, episode 4. And I'm Darnella Jean, and this is C'est la vie, Tales of a Free Spirit. I caught you at a busy time. What are we drinking, you say? We are drinking, or you ask? We're drinking vodka. Well, mine is gone, but Shay made these delicious, because believe it or not, I am on the diet. So Shay made these delicious smoothies, but mine is already good. They're so delicious. I love them so much. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shay be doing that shit on purpose. Like, she'll wait until everybody's done with their stuff and then tease.
So I did it on purpose, but what did I tell you to do?
You told me to drink it.
Oh.
You told me to taste this, see if I like it.
You lying on this the second
I don't lie. I would never lie. But anyway, hey God, y'all notice anything different about me? Besides me being beautiful and fabulous, I can sing. But I'm not going to sing. I'm just saying. My voice is here. See? But anyways, so how was y'all's weekend? What did y'all do? Put it in the comments. Let me know. Or what y'all plan for this coming up weekend? Put it in the comments. Let me know. What did I do? Shit, what did we do? Oh my God, Friday, I slept. This was my weekend of rest, of R&R, and not the liquor.
One day of rest.
I rested Saturday too. I didn't do shit Saturday.
We was lit though.
Yeah, we was, but he was in the house. Girl, and what was we doing? Because I pulled in to work this morning, and the fucking screen door was hanging off the off the thing.
Well, I think I just did that this morning when it was, I mean, not this morning, but last night when you was leaving, I was looking for my charger thing.
Oh.
It was just pouring, so I ain't fixed it. I don't know how to fix it.
I was like, was we that drunk?
Nah, I just did that last night.
Oh. But anyway, so yeah, Friday, I slept literally all Friday. It felt good. I don't know. I just was like tired or something. So yeah, I slept, and then Saturday, Shay cooked, and what did we do Saturday? We was just drinking. Yeah, ran a few errands, and then we went live. That was hilarious. Okay, y'all, let me just so Shay, that's why we can't do stuff together drunk, because we'll both, like, it could be the dumbest idea and we're gonna do it. Like, I could suggest her do something stupid, she'll do it. She'll suggest me something stupid, and I do it. Let me give you an example. So we went live on Saturday night, right? And we drunk while we live. And I was talking to my Michael. And we just talking regular, but then he's like talking a little freaky. or whatever. So I'm drunk, so I'm just saying my thoughts out loud. And I'm like, I don't know how to text or whatever. So Shay like, wait, let me see your phone, let me see. So what did you started texting? No. What did you, no, you.
No, I didn't text him.
What did he?
No,
No, because why did it get to the moaning part? But I don't know what got to the point where Shay was like, send him a audio message of you moaning.
You need to do a voicemail to Mom while we online.
No.
Oh, you're boring.
What? So we was, so I was like, no, he gonna know it's a fake mom. She ain't like, no, it's not. No, he not. Let me know he not. I'm like, yes, he is. He knows my real moms from my fake moms. She like, how can, what's your, I'm like, I don't know, but he knows. He knows me too. He knows me too well.
Yeah, that was a good mom.
Girl, no, it wasn't. So look, so we recorded it. So Shay was really being she was my Kris Jenner, and I was her Kim Kardashian.
Wait, damn, bitch, let me shut up first. Damn, I'm in the back row talking to my friends. I ain't gonna be quiet. Let me turn the music on. Just do it. And you hear me all at the beginning? You suck. DJ, stop it.
You're literally talking.
Stop it and redo it. DJ, why wouldn't you stop before you started laughing? Okay, do it. We're do it over.
Okay, I'm about to try it. Okay, be quiet, Shay.
Okay.
So I just moan.
Stop doing it. No, start DJ.
Because she was definitely directing me. So I was like, shut the fuck up. You got me in the background talking. Redo it. Because it was so funny. She really had me in the freaking camera. And I'm like, Shay, you think I can make a living off of this? She's like, yeah. Like, you think people pay to see? Yep. I'm like, oh my gosh. She would not be trying to pimp my voice. But no, so I was moaning and I had to delete some of them because Shay said it sounded fake. I was laughing. And then she's like,
you can hear me in the background.
Cussing me out, yeah.
I'm like, why are you starting? Stop, what did you say, girl? I don't know how to listen.
No, you're annoying. So then finally we did one, right? And then she's like, this is the one. This is the one. He ain't gonna know. I'm like, Shay, he gonna know. Babe, we'll see, girl. Not girl, guys and girls. Why did he literally text me? Stop. You gonna make me lose my neck with your fake phone. And I'm like, I told you. She like, that's weird. You know, I'm like, duh. He know my real mom. Mind you, Michael knows me inside and out. But he knows my mom. So this is what he responded to. That was hilarious though. You was saying that when you was drunk because you was like, y'all ever heard of live links? I remember that, yeah. Because I don't know who was on with us, but they was like, they said, I heard them repeat what you said, like, yeah, some live links or something. So yeah, but you was, when I was probably texting, you was like, yeah, y'all heard of live links? Something about live links. So yeah, you definitely, you believe that. Okay, that's enough. So anyway, so that was Saturday and those things. But the point is, Michael knew it was a fake moan. It was so funny. And then I had to go and I'm just playing. And then Sunday, when I tell you we slept, because Shay was drunk. So she slept, I slept. And then
you wasn't drunk too?
I don't even drink.
What happened in the kitchen?
Okay, so y'all know I'm clumsy. It has nothing to do with me being.
This morning, was it this morning?
What?
You woke up talking, oh my God, I was drunk as fuck. You kept saying it.
I said that?
You kept saying it.
Only reason why, okay. I was on the phone and I knew I was a little intoxicated, but I had dropped a whole thing of apple juice. And when I tell you this whole floor, it's still sticky. It's like I missed the whole counter. Like I was trying to put the juice on the counter, and all I could do was just look at it and it was just laughing. And then the person I was on the phone was like, what are you doing? Pick it up. Like, I was just like, it's done. It's over. So yes, I was a little intoxicated, but Neither here nor there. We slept all day Sunday. I watched movies and just chillaxed. Speaking of movies, the documentary that I told you guys to watch last week was called
Tell Them You Love Me.
Tell Them You Love Me. And it was about the professor lady who was working with this device with this mentally challenged cerebral palsy guy who was in a wheelchair, was not able to speak. He would be using his fingers to communicate with her, and she said that they fell in love. Spoilers! Spoilers! She molested him. Allegedly. It wasn't alleged, she did. And so much to where his back had like burn marks or something. Like carpet burn. And she came out to his brother and his mom like, hey, we're in love and we want to be together. And she left her husband, she left her kids. Like, she was so sure that they were meant to be together and all the things like of that nature. But yeah, she ended up going to jail because obviously, so they ended up finding out, if you watch the documentary, they ended up finding out that she was basically manipulating the machine into having him say things that he doesn't know what he's talking about. So the machine doesn't even work. Like, she would like kind of move him herself into answering the questions that she wanted him to answer. The way she wanted him to answer. And yeah, so she ended up going to jail for that. The mom and son were, and they're like the son, he is educated. Like, they weren't like some, we didn't know. No, like, they are very educated, very much involved with their brother and their son's life. Like, the brother was highly educated, the mom was educated, like, they were very educated. It was just unfortunate that they trusted this process and trust this professor and this whole thing. And yeah, all for her. And then you left your kids and your husband. Like, you're delusional. But yeah, the lady went to jail. I don't know for how long. Y'all can look that up yourself. But yeah, the documentary is called Tell Them You Love Me. Now we have a new documentary that we want you guys to watch. Well, Shay hasn't watched it. She might have, but she probably don't remember. It's called Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey. And it's about this preacher who has this church. It's like the church that what they practice and what they believe is that the more wives he have, the higher in heaven you'll be. So basically, he's one of those, and it kind of comes off as like a polygamous cult, but he came from that. So it's kind of like, dang, you kind of are a product of your own environment. But it's a very, 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 very good documentary about, of course, a freaked out preacher who comes from a messed up family, and it's like a multi-million-dollar like church. It wasn't like some little broke. No, it was they were making money, honey. But it's a very good documentary. I want you guys to go watch it, and we'll talk about it next week. Cause baby, the all white room was crazy. Spoilers. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna say nothing. All right, moving on. You want to dance in the rain, Shay? Because that's like the third time you done brought that shit up. We definitely could dance in the rain. I'll lay in the rain. Like on the sidewalk, though, not on the grass.
That's where I see the worms at.
Oh, I'm not scared of worms.
I ain't either. They're just disgusting.
You are scared of worms.
Girl, I used to play with worms for a living.
Not for a living, Shay. You was a kid. You wasn't making a living as a kid. Y'all know what time it is. It's in the stars. It's in the stars. It's in the stars. Why? Because we are the stardust. Okay. Welcome to another segment of It's in the Stars. Remember, everything I say is a legend and for entertainment purposes only. Now, we have this much joint time. Okay, so this particular topic is going to be a sort of a recap. So on season 2, episode 4, I did a segment on the Large Hadron Collider. And I just wanted to give you guys an update because this year has been a monumental outbreak for the company and it with this discovery. So I just want to kind of do an update and let you guys remind you guys of where it's headed and what their goal is and how they're still on track to fucking with the universe. Allegedly. So what is the Large Hadron Collider? It is a huge machine located at CERN, a particle company, a physics particle company located in Geneva, Switzerland. 17 miles long, the length of however many football fields. I don't remember, but it's a very big cylinder-like machine. Shale post the pictures. It is a machine. So what do? They're trying to recreate how the universe was created fractions after it was after the Big Bang Theory. So what they basically do is they push these particles called protons together at nearly the speed of light, and they crash into each other and create new particles. Okay, so yeah, so that's basically what the Large Hadron Collider is and what it does. And now on the few seasons ago when I was talking about the LHC, I did mention a little something about them creating a better version of the Large Hadron Collider called the High Luminosity Large Hadron Collider. Now, what does luminosity mean? I'll give you an example. So I'm going to use an example in my podcast terms so you guys can understand it better. So basically, luminosity is, so let's say, for instance, my podcast, right? If let's say we was to record this live, record live, and the interaction is at a very minimum. There's still interaction, but it's very minimum, so I'm able to see every comment. I'm able to see every like, everything, okay? That's regular, right? So that's like the Large Hadron Collider. Now, for it to be a high luminosity, let's say I'm doing another podcast, it's live, but I'm getting 20,000 views. So that's a lot of messages, a lot of likes, it's a lot of conversations, different conversations coming in. I'm not quite able to catch all of that. So the high luminosity LHC is going to be able to detect every single one of those conversations and pull out the ones that are special or unique. So in this case, the high luminosity AI basically is what that's going to do. So the high luminosity is basically, it's going to be an artificial intelligence. They're using that to make the LAC better because it's so much data, as I stated in the few seasons ago. It's a lot of data, and humans, we're not able to detect what's unique or what can be thrown, what particles can be thrown out, what's unique, what's, what can we keep, like what's actually making an impact or a difference. So the AI version, or the high luminosity version, is going to be able to detect at a faster volume what's unique, what's making, where these particles are going. So you remember how I also said how they leave footprints and they can't really detect some of the dimensions because the dimensions are so warped and so tight. This is going to be able to detect that because the AI is going to be moving very quickly, and it's just crazy. And by the way, all this information literally is on the CERN website, so you guys can look it up yourself. Yeah. So basically the main thing that they want to do, is what they're saying, is they want to recognize, like I said, the normal collision versus the strange ones. They want to be able to better understand black holes, quantum behavior, dark matter. They keep saying they don't know what dark matter is, but I think that's a lie. That's just my personal opinion. Don't shoot me. Oh, so I just was reading about this today. So I was wondering, one of my questions was like, who's funding all of this? Because this seems like it's a lot of money. And yeah, you know what's so funny? So I was looking at it and it kept saying the page. I couldn't find, like, the page wasn't, it was an error with the page, but baby, I am very much determined. So yes, so the information that I'm gonna read to you, it wasn't on the CERN website, because the CERN website, that page wasn't working, but I got my ways, honey. I got a source. So anyways, who funds this? There are groups, right? And they're called member states. Now, the member states, I'm not going to name all of them. I think they said there's 25 of them, but they include Italy, Spain, most of Europe, Serbia, Pakistan, all types of places all over the world that are member states of the CERN. And what a member state is basically, it's like a big ass nerdy science group, okay? But it's like internationally. And what they do is that they decide what's best for the CERN to focus on, as far as like what they think is more important, what projects they should be working on. They fund it, so they have to pay like some kind of member fee. And they sit on the board, and what else? Oh, and they have, so also, if you're part of the member state and you have like smart scientists and all types of different types of scientists, they're usually recruited to work at CERN if you're like top of the top of the top. So they basically, CERN gets their first pool of the greatest, the smartest people all over the world that are part of this big ass science group for really smart people. Yeah. So now there's also 2 groups, or 3 maybe, that are not part of the member states. They are called observers. Now, what is the difference between an observer and a member state? But first, who is the observer? Who is the member state? I mean, I already told you the member state, but who's the observer? The observer is the U.S., United States, and Japan. And China. I don't know what this word is but I guess China. But the United States, Japan, and China. Now, what is an observer? An observer is everything that everything that a member state does except pay. So the U.S., and I looked into why we are merely observers, and because they basically do the same thing. They allegedly, I'm not gonna say allegedly. This is what the information I read. I don't know. I just be like, the U.S. really don't have no say so and shit. All right, but yeah. They just sit at all the meetings. They sit on the board. They observe all the what's going on. They get the first-hand knowledge of any monumental things that goes on at CERN with the Large Hadron Collider. They basically are member states. The reason why the U.S. I didn't look up for Japan because I don't live there, but for the U.S., the reason why we're not, I think, are considered member states is because we have our own little tiny particle center right here in the U.S. And I'm gonna look into that because, baby, I want to visit it. But yeah, it is called the Fermi Lab, named after the particle physicist Fermi something. But yeah, so it's like basically a smaller version of CERN, and they do a lot of collaboration, but makes sense why they wouldn't fund or put money towards CERN, because they have their own Large Hadron Collider. It's not as big as that. It's like a smaller version of it, but yeah, it's still kind of the same. So why would you fund that and you have your own stuff here in the U.S.? So I get it. But yes, so the timeline. So people are saying that the Large Hadron Collider is running up and running, which is true. But this is what they're saying on the internet, on the CERN website. It's not running in the way that like people think it is. It's right because it's basically supposed to be in a shutdown right now. 4-year shutdown. 2030 is when it's going to be upgraded into the high luminosity LHC, and then that's when all the crazy stuff is going to be happening. But right now they're just doing testing, so it's running, but it's only certain parts of the CERN machine, the Large Hadron Collider, that's running, and they're doing tests. They're fixing pieces. They're basically doing upgrades. So that's going to happen all throughout this year, and then it's going to shut down again. It's going to officially shut down, and they're going to do their upgrade with adding AI into it and getting all these parts replaced and all that. In 2030, that's when it's going to start to run. So that's what we should look forward to. It's 2030. But yeah, that's pretty much the update on the Large Hadron Collider. All right, moving on. Sure, you guys, it says "C'est la vie," and then my necklace that she got me says "T.O.A.F.S." So it's "C'est la vie," tell it for your spirit. Yeah, nigga. Okay, it's time for questions. Shay, spin. Question me. How do you recharge when life feels overwhelming? I shut down and shut out. That's what I do. I shut down, I shut out, and then I reevaluate my tunnel vision goals. Yeah. Call it the SSR. This is the part of the podcast where I, a free spirit, tell a tale. Okay, so me and a friend of mine, Samantha, we used to go to the game rooms. That was I did a whole maybe 2 years of me just addicted to going to game rooms. If you live in Texas, then you know. Game rooms was the spot back in the day before they all got raided. But yeah, so I was going to game rooms a lot, and Samantha, she met a particular group of Hispanics. Kind of like a gang, but think of them on a grander scale. But yeah, so one of her, well, I have 2 stories. I ain't gonna tell the second one. I could tell the second one, but I won't tell the second one. I'll tell the second one another time, because I kind of was at my house, but. Okay, so boom, so she was talking to this nephew. Not like that. He was just kind of like a friend, I guess, or whatever. But he was young. He was very young, and he would come over sometimes. And I'm going to call him Michael. But he wasn't really able to hold his liquor. He had came over to my house one time, and we got lit. I mean, it was 4:00 in the afternoon. He was passed out on my couch. And so me and Samantha got him up, got him to the car. Samantha came back, okay, I'm going to take him, because he can't drive, So he left. So mind you, fast forward a couple of days, I'm cleaning my living room, whatever, and I look in my couch to clean it, and it was a whole bunch of narcotics. When I mean a whole bunch, baby, it was like a whole bunch of little Ziploc baggies of narcotics. So I'm what is this? I instantly get scared because of the people that Samantha was hanging out with, that we was, kind of hanging out with. So I call her, and I'm like, dude, the last person that was here, did he leave anything? Because there's a whole bunch of Ziploc baggies in my couch. So she's like, oh my God, yeah, we're going to come to this. So they come and get it. Come to find out, he got in trouble because that was it was a big thing. I don't know. It was a really big thing, but they found it. So it was cool, whatever. So he was telling us it was his uncle that he was reporting to, I guess. And his uncle was this isn't the first time you made this big mistake, because at the end of the day, they don't know me. So they're it's just a lot of stuff. So they were telling him the next time you're going to pay with your life, it's compared to life. So I'm who is this? I'm not knowing if I believe him or not. Whatever. I don't know. I was young. So fast forward 6 months. we end up linking up with him again. So we're kicking it, whatever. I'm at my house kicking it, And he ends up saying like, oh, so this is what happened. So he ended up needing to go to another part of Texas that's 2 hours away from where I lived to basically something about a vehicle. But they went to another part of Texas to do something with a vehicle. I'm not sure what it was. I may be sure, but I ain't saying what it was. Headed to the vehicle. The uncle gave Michael this task to go do that. So he went, everything goes wrong there. So basically, he comes back from that other part of Texas, 2 hours away from DFW. And yeah, we're like kicking it with him. And I will never forget this. This is the last conversation I had with him. He was just like, yeah, he was like, yeah, if y'all don't hear from me after this, just know I mess with y'all. Like, y'all are really cool. Thank you. Like, y'all are, like, I'm so glad I met y'all. And then I'm like, why are you talking like you're finna die? He like, if I go missing, just know, like, I love y'all. Da-da-da. So I'm like, what? And he gave me this book that says his name. I'm not going to say what his name was, but it was a book that had his name on it. And I was like, oh. But yeah, he was just very like, he was shaking up. His voice was cracky. Like, he was just so nervous. And he told us what happened in that other part of Texas where everything went haywire. I'm not going to say what it was or what happened, but basically, yeah, he was like, he felt like he was going to be he's going to be getting alive. So fast forward. So that was the last time I heard from him. So like 2 months later, me and Samantha are kicking it. And I'm like, whatever happened to Michael? Like, I ain't heard from him or nothing. Why they find him like a week after he was with us with his head decapitated? Yeah. That was sad. I have another story like that. You know what's crazy is that like when I look back on like the things I was doing down there, it's just like, that was my life. And I'm so green. So I'm just like, oh my God, no. Like he literally was telling us that he was finna be, and I'm like, you're tripping. No, you're not. What's wrong with you? God, like, and no, he died a week later. So I don't know. Crazy. But yeah. That's it. Okay, so before we go, of course, I'm going to do a little quote, but this isn't really a quote. This is more of angel numbers that I've been seeing. So I'm going to read off 2 of these angel numbers that they're both the same number, but I like what each of them say because I feel like they resonate with me. So that's what they say. The angel numbers, so I'm always seeing 117 and I'm always seeing 1117. I'm also always seeing 555. I see 333 sporadically, but I do see it, but not like as much. Like literally, I see 1117. I've been seeing 1117, 117 since I've been in Minnesota, really. So we're going to go into that. 117 is a message that your life is auspicious and divine as it has a duty towards humanity as a whole. I've been on my winking tea this episode. I don't know what the freak. I know, Shay. This number embodies the new beginnings that will bring great fortune, luck, and success for you. 117 is urging you to be yourself and only listen to yourself. Be your own boss and build a life that you want to live rather than being a lame goat by following every so-called successful people. Success to you is different from everybody as everyone is unique and different in their own way. That resonates with me because I think that everything it says, I feel. But yeah, no kizzy, man. This is another one. 117 is a message that you are heading in the right direction in your life, and this has been achieved through your positive affirmations, intentions, actions, and expectations. We create our own realities, and you have managed to consciously steer your life in a very positive direction and have good reason to feel optimistic and happy with yourself as you have achieved a great personal success. When you expect great things happen. And that resonates with me because I believe everything that it says. And honestly, I do believe that my life has drastically took a turn for the positive. Even if it probably, like, if y'all like on the outside looking in, y'all probably don't know, but those who know, like, yeah. So, and I just am like focusing on like changing my reality even more, and I feel like it's happening slowly but surely. And I think with this podcast, I also feel that even if this only reaches like one person or like whatever, it reaches one person, that's really all I care about, because I'm doing something that I want to do, talking about things that I want to talk about, things that I find interesting, and you know, what's meant for you is meant for you. And if this podcast finds you and you're into it, then yay, I've done something that aligns with my purpose. So that's why I decided to pick this one. All right, y'all. We have reached the end of this podcast. I never want to leave y'all. I just hope that you guys enjoy this podcast, and I just really hope that you guys do what thou wilt. Okay? With whatever information that I tell you. All right, so let's take a shot for the road. I feel like you guys need alcohol when you watch me. That's it. That's all. I love you. I live for you. And as always, say